As you know, I am Kerry Clark, and with me is my partner, aka my wife, Pamela Clark. Say hello, Pamela.
Hello. Hey there. I'll tell you, the purpose of this is to, it's our podcast. So we're excited to introduce our podcast to you. It's going to be a series of videos of where we share inserts or excerpts.
Either one.
Excerpts from the book that we've written called When Ordinary is No Longer Enough.
Well, good. Now, Pamela, before we go into too much detail about that, can you kind of explain to the audience what you have noticed or what you've seen in the videos that we've already kind of put together?
Well, actually, that's my role. So my role is to be your guide, to navigate through.
Hold on, I do have a guide. I got people I answer to. Oh, great.
My role is to guide you through these series of videos, podcasts that we're going to do. And the best place to watch these videos is going to be on YouTube. However, you can actually pull them up on any of your
podcast sources?
Yes, any other podcast sources that you prefer to use, but YouTube is going to be the best. So I'm going to guide you through these series of videos and kind of tell you what Kerry's going to be talking about as we go through this process. And then I'll take a step back, and then once we complete one series, I will come along on the next series to tell you what's coming and kind of guide you through that process as well.
Very nice. So, like you said earlier, we're talking about a book that she and I wrote together. We write all of our works together. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of time.
And a lot of patience.
So, but this first one we've done recordings on, a series of recordings. We'll be releasing them in what we call presentation sets, meaning that's one series at a time. So Pamela introduced the first series coming up in a couple of weeks, and then we'll go from one series to the next. But anyway, we're talking about our book, When Ordinary is No Longer Enough, which was actually an outline for a up-and-coming project that Pamela and I are working on. Would you like to tell our audience a little bit about that humongous project? The book, No Longer Common, that we're working on now with our editors. Can you tell our audience a little bit about that?
Well, that's actually the expanded edition of something we released a few years ago, just a little short book titled the same, actually. We have expanded that book to include a lot of details about how we navigate through our life. Many moons ago, many years ago, Kerry and I sat down with our blended family and kind of talked about how we wanted to see things and how we wanted to do things. And from that point, the vision of this book was born. So we're going to take you through things that we have tested and tried, and some things we failed at. So we redid that process and did it again and fine-tuned it. So everything that you'll find in that book has been tried and true and tested by Kerry and I and our family, and we are just honored to have the opportunity to share it with y'all.
And again, Pamela has approved these first two videos that we'll be showing here over the next couple of weeks, that is. The introduction as well as what we call the prologue, so that you can get an understanding of what content is coming your way in the series one. But before we get to the first series or presentation set, Pamela will be back with you kind of to give you an outline of what you can expect to hear, see, and the content that we're sharing during that time. But since we don't have a lot of time to do these videos, because we want them to be short, something that you can listen to on your run, in your car, any other places that people can listen to them, that just whenever. Make them short, between a break. Maybe you have a break, you want to listen to them. We don't want them to be very lengthy. Of course, she's making sure that I don't make them very lengthy. But,
yes,
as short as we can, and give you as much detail and insight and inspiration and encouragement that we possibly can. Any final thoughts we need to share with the audience?
No, we're good.
We're good. Again, thank you for visiting our, YouTube channel and seeing our platform emerge into the podcast scene. Again, we can be found at kerryclark.com anytime. Thank you for joining us.
All right, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.
What you think?
We'll see you.